This is a video by Asmongold. Okay, dear Zaya, you have crossed the imaginary boundaries. Now empty the Pentalohis. When? The election meltdown is real by Asmongold. So I think I'll probably just have that like this, so we have we can also see Asmongold react to this. We're gonna see more meltdowns. Would you?
No!
I love this one. I love this one.
Why?
Oh well,
Why?
you know,
Why? Do you really
this works
hate
also.
that man?
I hope this person knows that this will make more people vote for whoever is going to make her do this next time.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries, but this could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for and like what.
This is the problem.
People voted for cheaper energy, cheaper gas prices, and cheaper groceries. They voted for families. Let's just say that if you get the Amish people to vote for the first time, I think something might be wrong. The fact that I've seen all these reactions. This one is new to me.
You think they don't understand? Yes, they do. They do.
What it means.
She doesn't understand.
The bigotry and hatred that they stand behind, and how I am trying to be a good person.
This is the problem, is these people look at everything through a moral lens. Average people don't care about that. Why do you think...
Yeah. You constantly look at this through a moral lens. The average person does not care. They care about being able to afford a house. They care about being able to afford energy. They care about being able to afford a family. They care about being able to buy to afford groceries, a car, whatever. Why would average people care about like this moral stuff? They don't. It is so simple.
We had lynchings? Why do you think Aztecs cut people's hearts out and rolled their corpse down the stairs? They burned Joan of Arc alive. This whole idea that all of these things, like all of this stuff, it's moral. Like, this isn't the way people are. They've never been like this, and they never will be. Nobody cares about the morality, about being a good person. That's crazy. It's stupid. Like, it's so delusional.
I'm not Catholic like they are, which is...
I would care that, like, there is an objective morality. I would say there is an objective morality. I disagree with that point. There is an objective morality, in my opinion. People do care also about morality. Which is why they didn't vote only for a liar.
It's ironic because it's religion's supposed to make you love, but I could see it like
religion is supposed to make you love. Really? I can think of a few exceptions to that.
Breaking me and my parents apart because they just don't get it, and they don't get that they voted for someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell. My life's okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are
I saw
not
this
gonna
part,
be
yeah.
okay.
At the same time, it's a meltdown. At the same time, I'm just sad that she got fed so many false narratives by the media and so much propaganda that, like, she might be genuinely concerned because she got fed all that bullshit. There is no evidence to support that Trump is a racist. None. Mexican people, like Latinos, came out and said, like, that worked with Trump. Black people that work with Trump. Asian people that work with Trump. They can testify that Trump is not a racist.
Yep. That's the way it is. By the way, I went to the gas station today. There were two guys, both of them were non-white, that were hyping each other up about the fact that Trump won. They were like right next to the counter and they're like, yep.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of black people on social media celebrating that Trump won. I've seen plenty of women celebrating that Trump won. Ah, yes, if I'm a white woman, I have zero problems in my life. Yeah, just imagine being a white man. I have even less problems in my life. That's crazy.
Bro, and then so we're gonna take away all the women's rights. He's like, what, really, bro? Yeah, dude, he said that.
And we begin our final sprint, having arrived at that point in the election season where basically we on this side of the TV screen have said all we can. We've laid out the stakes in this crucial election, where one side stands for freedom while the other meets the textbook definition of fascism, namely a far-right dictatorial.
Again, look at...
That is not fascism. They still can name fascism. Leftists can be equally fascist. What do you think was Stalin? What do you think was Mao? What do you think North Korea is? They're all left-wing but still fascist. The heck?
Benito Mussolini. There's plenty of examples of people that will immediately vote for a fascist option because it's better than the current option or what they think their current life is. It's amazing to me that, like, this is even something that they don't understand.
A regime like Hitler's Germany or Franco's Spain or Mussolini's Italy, but also
they still
white-ruled South Africa before Mandela and the black majority took control, or Vladimir Putin's Russia, Viktor Orban's Hungary.
Why are you not naming Mao or Stalin? Oh yeah, right, because communism equals good. How about we start putting, you know, right extremism and left extremism on the same level? Because it's equally disgusting. The results are pretty much the same, which it will lead into a dictatorship.
Or Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela today, that suppresses the rights of women and minorities, uses the military to...
Why you're blaming Mao? Minus 6,000 social credits. They're gonna... If the Chinese government wants to hack me, I will just send them 6,000 pages of Waluigi hentai. I think that would do it.
To execute the whims of a strongman dictator and controls and suppresses the press, education, the arts, rewrites history to suit a favored and dominant racial class, and foments extravagant corruption.
Rewrites history when they turn Cleopatra black. Yeah, rewrites history. Rewrites history, my ass.
In order to enrich...
Has it ever occurred to you that maybe history has been rewritten for you to think that fascism lost, but in fact, in some cases, it ended up winning? But the people that were in charge wrote it as if they lost, and they gave it a favorable coverage. It's kind of like what Norm Macdonald said. Oh, wow, if I look at the history books, it seems like the good guys won every time. What are the odds?
The dictator and his friends.
Man.
If this guy does end up winning again, all of the people...
I think she needs to worry more about her massive forehead. Yeah, you could land the entire U.S. Air Force on there. It's like you never name the leftist fascists. Only those on the right. It's just like hypocritical in my opinion. And the good guys haven't won. We have BlackRock and Vanguard pretty much controlling everything through money. The good guys haven't won.
who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone
Well, of course they would be happy. Why wouldn't they be happy?
else, everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. Like, we're scared for our lives.
Well, here's the thing, right? Is that, like, so if a guy had said this, if, like, Kamala Harris had won, and a guy had made a video saying the exact same things...
Yeah, right? That what I was saying, some shit, different faces, same shit, different faces. Yeah. Yeah. But Asmon has a point here, right? If this was like after, like, if Harris had one and like a dude came on and like was like having a meltdown and crying, they would celebrate that he had a meltdown and would cry. They would not show any compassion. Again, it's rules for me, but not for me.
Everybody would be clowning on him and saying he's retarded. Like, this woman would probably be laughing at him and saying, cry about it, pussy. And I think that everybody knows this is true. And this is why the support has gone away.
For our friends, like, you have pro-life women dying because their doctors are scared to treat them.
Yep.
Because of the repercussions of his last presidency.
Doctors are scared of abortion regardless. Because if you're absolutely sure of the smallest details that you want an abortion, you can sue that doctor. Also, this argument is completely stupid. Roe v. Wade being overturned just brings it back to the state. And the state decides. So if you if you want to have abortions legal, you need to vote for the state. You need to vote your representatives in the state. The only thing that stays on top is BlackRock and other powerful individuals who stay, and other powerful individuals stay hidden. Yeah, true.
See? How did we get here?
It's simple. People don't care that much about abortion. It's pretty simple. They care more about being able to afford food than have abortions. Duh. I mean, like, it's fucking obvious.
Also, in the absolute majority of situations, abortion is not healthcare. It's just like, whatever. American women are using it as healthcare. And not as what it is actually supposed to be. Which means the last instance, like the last option you have, if you're in a life-threatening situation with a birth. Pull out on time, duh. Yeah, it's apparently, or, and that could be very interesting, you know. Just consider this. Don't be a fucking whore. Don't sleep with other dudes. All the time. And find a good man to start a family with. If you can take care of children with your husband, there would be no need for an abortion. Or you just don't sleep around. That could be an optimal solution, which, by the way, they are doing because they're starting the 4B movement now in the United States. I don't see the issue. That means just the stupid women are going to die out. It pretty much cleanses the bloodline. I still think it's murder. The only time I would understand it if it wasn't consensual. I also think it's murder. However, if it not only like I have like a very simple thing, right? If it is consensual, you should have the child. Very simple. The only exceptions that I would make, yeah, if it wasn't consensual and if your life is genuinely threatened, because I know a woman from the VTubing space who would love to have children, but if she has a child, it would be very risky. So if she gets pregnant and she might not survive, I think actually that you should save her life instead. Back I want to know something. What do you want to know? Women got equal rights. They fought for rights. For right? What? 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 I'm confused. You need to rephrase that.
How did
Yeah.
we get here? To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country. It's so terrifying. It's so terrifying.
Let's be honest here. The only reason women are in the workforce is so government can get more taxes. It's very simple. That's how I see it. It literally is just more taxes. I would much rather have it if women were able to get money and also raise children, but they will never offer that option. If women have low wages, why don't companies hire more women? Because women don't have lower wages. In fact, women are currently even out earning men because there's a lot more men who don't like even go to college. They don't have a degree. They work low wage jobs. And also, like, for example, women like to bring this up here in Germany a lot, where they say there's like an 18% gender pay gap. But that's an unclean gender pay gap. The clean gender pay gap is 2%. And those 2% usually are because kids, and sometimes discrimination. Sometimes. Also, statistically speaking, women are more agreeable. That's just how it is. Like, genetically. Except for Raven. Raven is special. Women fought for equal rights, yeah. Then why they can't just get the job just like men? There's no such thing. Because women... There's still people denying this, but there are certain jobs where 90% of women can't work in. Putting a woman on like one of those like oil fields is terrible. Putting women in the military is terrible. Yeah, also in documents it's literally said they can't pay you less for stuff like that. You could literally sue them in that case. What special? I think you're pretty feisty, and you're like you're like a bit of like a more blunt woman. I heard that women are fighting for the right to walk topless in Germany. I don't think so, but somehow it is now possible in some like what do you call it? Like some like if you go to like a public like a bath, you can be topless there, which is just weird. You can work as a delivery driver, cashier, babysitter, freelancer. Is that an insult or a compliment? A compliment. A compliment. I like women with a little bit of oomph. As like I like to say it.
How could you do this? How can you claim to be a Christian or
Okay, I'm going to Germany. Good luck. Women are just as liberal. Good luck.
anyone of moral values and support someone when every word out of his mouth is hate when he wants
Because if you're a biblical Christian, you will call out sin. And things like abortion is sin. Whoring around is sin. It is so simple.
to pardon people who took over the Capitol. Do not do this to people
That's
that
right.
you love and care about. If you have a woman in your life, if you have an LGBTQ person in
They cannot stop talking about identity. That's the only thing that they can think of. They think about everything from that perspective. Like, it always goes back to identity. Every single time.
your life.
I just want to admire nature. You fucking gooner. I did research. Women in Russia are quite loyal. Apparently, they also have a really high divorce rate. Just saying. Brazil, Mexico, Japan too. But for Latinos, I think that's pretty normal. And Japan, sure. I guess, maybe, I don't know. I was never in Japan, so I
If you
can't
have
tell.
anyone in your life who's not white, how did we get here?
And I don't have any contact to any Japanese people, so I wouldn't know.
Someone tell me, please. Someone really tell me, please. Because
Yep.
the only way I see it is that, like, either he cheated and that was his secret, or this country is built on so much hate, and we might never get out of this.
It is insane propaganda. Women are most loyal on deserted islands because they have no options. Those countries are known for having the most loyal wives. I just heard that Russia has a really high divorce rate. That's all I know. Great, now I've lost the plot. It is interesting when you look at like the all the like election stuff, and you look at this and you realize that the 2020 election had 20 million more Democrats voting. Where did they go? And Trump even lost votes. Trump even had less votes, which makes you think. It's interesting. Japan loyal, those two words should not be placed together. Around 40% of men cheat, and some men and women think that sex is work. That sex work is not cheating. Yeah, right, I remember now. I think you said something along those lines.
If you voted for him, you are dead to me. Go ahead and block me. I
I'm a ghost. I'm dead.
don't give a shit. I really don't. I really don't.
Yep. Yep. Today has been rough for a lot of people. Check on your Democrat friends, because a lot of them are not taking this well. And I don't just mean text them. Actually go to their wife's boyfriend's house and see how they're doing.
Because remember, there's a meme out there that yeah. There's a meme. Where tears in their eyes though, entire crying. He's Russian, by the way. I've heard about the professional boxer. It's a Bivol situationship, okay. So no, I don't know. I do know Japanese people that don't do that, obviously, but it's important to look at statistics. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Not a single teardrop? Nope. Nope.
Little compilation I found. Alright, here we go. Let's see it.
I hate you, you fucking orange pumpkin. You just cost me one of the most important people in my life.
I don't understand a single word. China, India, and the United States are the countries with the most prostitutes. India is considered to have one of the world's largest commercial sex industries. Ugh. Yeah. How about we start a little crusade and bring Jesus to them?
My dad. Donald Trump, I hate you. You will never be president.
The best part is YMCA playing in the background.
Yeah, true! True, YMCA playing in the background is great. Keep in mind, statistics aren't always true. They can be manipulated. Gerboy, hi! How are you doing? Hope you're doing good.
You don't get that they voted for someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell.
Why would they care about your friends? You stupid ass. You fucking moron. Why would they care about your friends? You don't even care about them. It's just...
Is that's the same chick from before?
Oh, God.
My life's okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are not gonna be okay.
Donald Trump gonna destroy the LGBTQ? Actually not. From what I've seen, he has no issue. He's completely fine with gay marriage. He has no issue with that. But still, his mere win, already started up cleaning up the world. It is crazy. So like Donald Trump is directly oppressing her friends. No, nothing will happen. Rationally, right? If anything bad would have happened, it would have happened in his first term. It would have happened from 2016 to 2020. But the United States were fine. It was cheap, people were able to afford houses. The world was mostly at peace. The world actually was it. There were no new wars started, so that's good. Play thick of it, please. Absolutely fucking not. Also, this is copyright. I will be copyrighted.
Oh, you might remember Trump said he's going to put all of the
White dudes for Harris. I think what he actually meant is white fat dudes for Harris. Oh my god. This is what a white dudes for Harris is? Sus version things. No, absolutely not. This is a fat white dudes for Harris.
minorities in jail. This is going to happen after he takes office. Yeah, they're all just going to jail. Forever. And also people that are gay. And women.
Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing! Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm so pissed off! Fuck! Fuck!
Look at those. Look at those moves. Look at those moves. Yeah, he has bigger booba than some women. I know.
God damn it! I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing!
I didn't want to see that. I can suck on him. We're showing America. He ate half the votes. Yeah, that's where those almost 20 million voters went. He ate them. He ate them all.
Oh, jeez.
I'm scared of going
Fucking Boogie.
I might wake up a motherfucking slave.
Did she just say what I think she said?
Motherfucking slave. I'm scared to go to sleep.
I don't understand.
I might wake up a motherfucking slave.
Did she just say she will wake up as a slave? What? How? Also, by the way, I've never seen that much racism towards Latino people than from the left after this election. They should all be deported and stuff. No, the illegal ones are going to be deported. The citizens will stay. But okay.
Man.
Y'all, like, why are y'all Trump supporters? Like,
Oh.
why?
Oh. 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 Ah. Oh.
Bro has negative aura. Men talking like I understand zero what she said. I don't think it's a new language. She said that she will wake up as a slave, which is why she doesn't want to go to sleep. How long are you going to stream, dear sir? Maybe like an hour and 30 minutes still. I usually stream 6 hours a day because I got time. I'm a workaholic. You will notice really quickly that I'm a workaholic. That's my only way to cope. The little hippo Mu Deng actually also predicted Trump's victory, and then they went unhinged and wanted to kill the hippo online.
Oh.
Yeah. How is he killing you? You're gonna have to find out.
This is minus testosterone. This is negative testosterone. Alright, gotta go. I have a 10k run in 3 hours. Gotta stretch and do chores. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Have fun. I'm using your language against you. Also, you're also special. We can't be special together.
Go from hysterically crying 1 minute over the pain of this situation, and then hysterically crying.
Having a complete. What do you guys think? Panic attack, meltdown, mental health episode. I mean, we don't know what the bottom of this is, but we can pretty well guess, huh?
Minute, watching so many people come together and women.
There was also chicks saying that she will shoot white dudes in the night. It's crazy that Trump is just having a blast behind them. Yeah, and with YMCA playing in the background.
I go from hysterically crying.
And this is, I said this before, women, like, abortion is, yes, it's a gender issue, but if you look at the divide, it's actually a political issue. I'm fairly certain that at least a large amount, if not a majority of conservative women are against abortion. So this whole idea that it's like men versus women...
Because conservative women find a good man, have children in marriage, they don't have to worry about abortion. They don't hoe around. They don't have to do that. Don't forget to watch consuming content to make my brain go quiet. Yeah, I have it in a list. The 2 hair colors is even bigger for that than crazy hair color. True. It's like... No. Some women just don't know when to stop. Yeah, but there's also some dudes that don't know when to stop.
This is totally made up.
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Especially since it's like people are saying, like, these people are saying vote for your daughters. What are you talking about? You're going to abort her anyways. Why should I vote for my daughters? You're going to abort them anyways. Makes no sense. Dudes like KSI. True, yeah. Bro's still having a meltdown as far as I'm aware.
I feel that way too. It's alright. We feel that way together, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She's forming a second mouth on her forehead. Double trouble hair.
Let it out. Let it
out. Remember the chick who just falls on her knees and just screams no? Back in 2016? This is her now. Feel old yet? You know, you're not dealing with the average meltdown anymore. This is a super meltdown. This is nuclear.
That's crazy, huh? Wow. Tears of joy.
They could have used her for She-Hulk, actually. That would, if she put that energy into, like, taking over the role for She-Hulk, easy. Best show ever created. Let it out. Yeah, she sounds like I don't know, like some caveman.
Red Mirage Blue Shift. Red Mirage Blue Shift. Remember, Red Mirage Blue Shift.
Whenever she's saying this, I'm thinking of, like, you know, that picture of the crazy person in a straitjacket in, like, the corner of a padded room.
Mirage Blue Shift. Red Mirage Blue Shift. Red Mirage Blue Shift. Red Mirage Blue Shift.
Yeah.
It's all red.
It's all red.
Yep.
I am.
Oops, all red. Oops.
Not going to emotionally recover from this year. What a shit show. Oh, you know what's gonna send me over the edge actually is if I see one post where people
Get off the internet.
Yeah, get off the internet, touch some grass, and don't shave your hair. By the way, there are women out there who shave their hair to protest this. It is so stupid.
Stop hitting yourself. You need to get off the internet. Stop it. This is so bad for you. It's obvious that it's so bad. What are you doing?
are like, oh, make sure to hydrate and breathe and take care of yourself.
Is that a woman? She looks like a 13-year-old boy. Maybe it's a they, them? Potentially?
No.
Jesus. I just, like... self-harm's not a joke?
All these people need God. All of them. They shave their head waiting for people to make jokes, so they're men gonna be like, keep my wife's name on your fucking mouth. So are they also gonna go up to other dudes and just slap them to show how weak they are?
Well, she wasn't actually hitting herself, right? I mean, like, it's a phrase. Yeah, stop intentionally making your life worse by consuming content and media that upsets you and makes your life worse and makes you unhappy. Like, if you're constantly fixating and focusing, and by the way, I make self-harm jokes all the time. I just want to make sure you don't, like, if you're...
Do it like me! Work yourself to death! That's far more profitable. Honestly, if they were showing this much emotions during COVID, I would be scared to go out. True, true.
You're in the wrong place if you're not expecting this kind of content here, okay? Yeah, you're in the wrong place. We love making bad jokes, okay?
So it's almost 2 a.m. Pacific time, which means it's well after polls have closed. And I am still just genuinely confused as to what happened. So if anyone wants to offer some insight, I'm happy to fucking take it.
Yep.
I just also think that maybe what I've noticed is that men are just genuinely not as concerned as women and don't quite
Well, why would men... Of course men are going to care.
Men are not less concerned, they're just concerned about other things. They scream like they're on a nuclear war. Hey, if Bano F, yeah, true, Bano F. You don't need to spam it. Men are just concerned about other things. Trump supporters are concerned about other things.
Care less about abortions because they can't get pregnant. Duh. Fucking obviously. Like, what did you expect? I
our concerns as seriously, and I don't know, that fucking sucks because I met a lot of women tonight who are just genuinely so fucking scared. So yeah, let me know, I guess.
Man, they don't talk about abortions because of health problems, but they use message. Oh shit, my dad's calling me. Hello? My dad said he's so fucking tired of watching crying women. And I'm gonna be
True. I'm tired of also seeing crying women and crying men. Things are not as worse as bad as they seem. Chill out. Touch some grass. Go for a walk. Turn off Twitter.
Be honest. I agree with them. Let's watch crying men. Let's see this one here.
These Democratic leaders are simpletons. They're servants of the donor class. So they go in there.
By the way, I really like this guy. Like, Cenk Uygur, like, I've watched the Young Turks for, like, 15 years.
Always the people that sleep around want to have abortions. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Hi, Jacob. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, absolutely.
Almost. I think that, like, he actually has, like, they kicked him off a mainstream, like, media place because he wouldn't basically play ball, even though he had really great ratings there. This happened over 10 years ago. I'm not saying all of his opinions are accurate or I agree with everything he's saying, but there were a lot of times where he was one of the only people that were in the, you know, the Democratic Party and, like, the Democratic, like, platform that were calling out internal bad behavior.
A donor, give me money, please. And I made an ad.
Yeah.
I'm Kamala Harris. I'm full of joy. Okay, well, what did that get you? And they say, oh, Jake, you're too angry. Too angry? What? You think, does Donald Trump look like he's kind? Does he look like he's in a good mood? I mean, no, people want some sort of reaction from their politicians. They want them to represent them, to
You need to look at how Trump talks. He talks like he represents the middle class. He went to podcasts, countless of podcasts. Harris? Says that people, that Christians are the wrong rally. Says that, she tries to avoid to speak in public. Which I find interesting. Somebody brought this up before. It feels really interesting that a lot of, like, governments are doing bait and switches where they put one candidate there, and before that candidate, or when that candidate fucks up, they switch it out with a new candidate right before the elections, so the new one can't fuck up anymore. It's very interesting to see that. They have tried this in Germany as well.
fight for them. But that has never occurred to a Democrat outside of Bernie Sanders, and probably never will. So
that's true. That's very true. And again, keep in mind, I think they rigged it against Bernie. I do. I think they rigged it against him.
Look, I have no interest in.
I think they rigged not just against Bernie Sanders. I think they rigged it back in 2020 as well. Because you can't tell me that there were 18 million more Democrat voters, and this year it's 80. This year, like, Trump has less than in 2020, plus the Democrats have less in today than they had in 2020. Something isn't right here.
And listening to a single Democratic politician ever again.
Thank you.
They can go kiss my ass. They can do whatever they want. And we never listen to them anyway. And they hate us because we're right and they're wrong. They're always wrong.
He's fucking right. He's completely fucking right.
And they hate us for being right, okay? So, but they're not going to learn.
I told you, I told you this. He has some really good points.
You have to beat him in a primary. That's your only hope. And so if you say it's super hard to beat him in a primary because of the lying sons of bitches on mainstream.
I found out by myself on how to connect control to my computer, a game app. Nice, that's good, that's good. That's good. Have fun with that. If leaders come and say, stop with the wine, dude.
Media who will smear you to no end, who will fight harder.
Remember, they did this with Bernie, and they did it with Ron Paul. They did it with, they tried so hard to do it to Trump. They tried so hard to do this to Trump. They did it to RFK. Well, RFK never really got into, like, the primary, I would say, but, like, yeah.
Against progressives and populists than Republicans or Donald Trump or anyone else. Well, brothers and sisters, nobody said life was fair. So we got to go fight that mainstream media. We got to destroy that mainstream media that is filled with lies on top of lies about how the politicians are so honest and the donors have no control over policy. They have 100% control over policy. Everyone in mainstream media is a liar who goes, oh, well, here's a bill.
I agree. The mainstream media is certainly lying. There's no denying that. Very much. They're here doing it as well. You know what's crazy? I can tell a little story. When they do interviews here in Germany, they sometimes pick random people. The problem is that those people aren't random. They are politicians that LARP as regular people. I am not kidding. That's how rigged this stuff is.
Well, I'm not going to talk about the donors.
You know what's so good about this? Has he mentioned at all so far black people? No. These are the actual reasons. Not yet. I'm sure he might mention it offhandedly, but you can see how the focus is totally different.
At all. I think they're having an ideological debate. Oh, look at that. The donor class won the ideological debate again, but I won't call them the donor class. I won't tell you that it's corporate Republicans and corporate Democrats that are playing good cop and bad.
It's also interesting to say when people say, oh, the poor, uneducated people voted for Trump. Like, the uneducated people voted for Trump. And it's like, yeah. Because usually the uneducated are those with less money. They have completely different issues. There's a complete disconnect between Democrat voters and Trump voters. Not saying that all Trump voters are unintelligent, but those with less education are usually the ones who struggle more with money.
Cop against you the entire time.
Do you remember when in 2016, one of the chairs of the Democratic National Party was basically under investigation, and there was a huge scandal about like basically foul play with Bernie Sanders in the primary, and then she ended up resigning, and then she started working for Hillary Clinton's campaign a week later. Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Yeah, that was her. Remember that? That was crazy, huh? How about that? That was crazy. You just, yeah, that's, wow. Wow.
I have 5,000 IQ. I agree with you. You do.
Not a week later, the day after? You're not even trying to hide it.
So these Democratic leaders are the most useless people on earth. If they're not all fired, the Democratic Party is out of its mind.
Yep.
So as the voters,
he's completely right.
You have to understand
because there's a lot of Democrat-focused issues that I think that they could completely demolish Trump on, but they don't. They only focus on identity politics issues instead of actual, like...
You know, I remember when leftists were actually focused on making the lives of everyone better. I remember that. Back in like 2010. What happened? That was a joke, but okay, I guess now I do. Yep. Royalty has spoken. Raven has 5,000 IQ.
Monetary policy issues.
Guys have a vested interest in protecting their own ass and protecting their money and their privilege and their status.
Here's a really good example of it. I don't want to pause it again. I apologize. I think the best example of this is the fact that Joe Biden was able to nerf, like I talked about this a little bit ago, so I don't want to like completely retread old ground, but like how Joe Biden was able to push back and effectively nerf non-compete clauses in a massive way. I have never seen that mentioned. Nobody's saying that.
You need to fire them. They're not going to fire themselves. You think Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, Kamala Harris, and all these people go, oh yeah, I got Jamie Harrison and Dancy. Oh yeah, I guess we were the problem. You think the Democratic consultant class that had been robbing you blind this entire time is going to go, oh, I guess we were the problem. No, you have to fire them. So the next time that some son of a bitch on MSNBC or in the Democrat...
Bro is crashing out. I have to say, bro is certainly crashing out here.
Party tells you, oh no, be a good boy and girl, be civil, and vote for Democratic leaders. They know what they're doing. Those are the same goddamn liars that told you that Joe Biden was totally fine.
He's been right about everything.
He is not fine. He was unfit for president from the get-go. Or maybe he's just playing unfit. Because I don't know what happened, but he now form coherent sentences. It's really interesting to see. Maybe he was just playing dumb. The winning vote was Joe Biden for Trump. I also remember a clip where he put on a MAGA head. A MAGA hat. Very interesting.
Literally fucking everything.
That he was young and he was dynamic behind the scenes. And it wasn't a problem at all. At that point, he was down 8 points nationally. He was getting slaughtered. He was down.
It was interesting how all of a sudden he didn't stutter. Yeah, it's like, bro can now form a coherent sentence. How did that happen?
By 18 in Iowa, and I could go on and on. They've been lying to you the whole time. If you're on the left, you're a Democratic voter. Wakey, wakey. I need to wake you up out of the hypnosis that you're in, that Morning Joe and The View and all of mainstream media has put you in.
We have The View coming up soon, too.
They're lying to you. Why do you think they keep losing? You think they keep telling you how smart they are and how they're going to deliver you victories. And all they ever do is deliver loss after loss after loss. So Democratic voters...
It's like, yeah, when you really break it down, like, yeah, you...
Like, let's look at this rationally, right? Let's look at this rationally. If Trump is so bad, why did he win now twice? Maybe it's not Trump being bad, but you just being... Maybe Trump is bad, but that also means you are even worse if you lose him. Ever consider that you are the problem? They don't. To be honest, they absolutely don't.
You told us that we were going to win and we lost everything. Fuck you, man.
Snap out of it.
Yeah.
These guys are obvious liars. Fire them all. fire them all. And if you don't, okay, then keep losing to buffoons, to obvious con men like Donald Trump. Keep losing and losing and losing and never figuring it out.
And I think that really should go to show, like, what a flawed candidate Donald Trump was and the fact that he still won. Like, think about how bad that is.
Here, I solved it for you.
Very simple, because the Democrat Party is just way worse. Super simple.
It's the goddamn corruption. All the stupid donor money, all it's ever done is lead to more losses. So if you don't fire them, you have no one to blame but yourself. Young Turks will be back.
I think he's right about everything, by the way. I think he's totally right about everything that he said. Absolutely. You share the video in chat? Yeah, I mean, like, people say his tears are delicious. I'm going to be honest, like, I think this is what, like, yeah, he's mad about it. There's the video. He's mad about it for sure, but he's also right. Like, I mean, these aren't, I like tears. I think he's talking and he's saying,
I think actually it's not like tears. I think he's just infuriated that the Democrats have gone so bad that they lose to somebody like Trump. I think that's what he thinks.
saying, like, listen, like, we've been fucking up for a long time. We need to stop fucking up. Yeah, this is like I feel like this is, you know, you're in the halftime and you're, you know, you get the boys together. You're like, guys, we're fucking.
That's pretty much the end of the video, to be honest. There was some fun meltdowns in here. I wouldn't really consider this a meltdown, though, because he's kind of correct. But yeah, that was a fun video.